Hello everyone, welcome to New Wealth Japan. I'm thrilled to have you here today. This channel is dedicated to helping travelers from around the world discover and experience the very best of Japan. From ancient temples and historic castles that have stood for centuries, to the vibrant world of anime, unique Japanese souvenirs, and incredible cuisine that will tantalize your taste buds, we cover it all. Japan is a country where tradition meets innovation, where you can enjoy a traditional tea ceremony in the morning and explore cutting-edge technology districts in the afternoon. It's this beautiful contrast that makes Japan so fascinating. We're passionate about sharing hidden gems, travel tips, and cultural insights that will make your Japanese adventure unforgettable. Whether you're planning your first trip or you're a seasoned Japan traveler, we've got something special for you. I'm truly grateful that so many people from all corners of the world share this passion for Japanese culture with us. Your enthusiasm and curiosity inspire every video we create. So sit back, relax, and let's explore Japan together. Let's get started.
Alright, today we are diving into the story of Gunkanjima, or Battleship Island. It's truly one of the most surreal and densely packed places you'll ever see. We're going to unpack its whole incredible history, from being a symbol of Japan's modernization to the haunting ruin it is today.
You know, when you see it from a distance, its shape against the horizon is just unmistakable. That cluster of concrete buildings really, truly looks like a massive warship just sitting there. And, well, that's exactly how it got its famous nickname, Gunkanjima, which literally means Battleship Island.
Okay, so let's get right into it. How in the world did this tiny, remote rock out in the middle of the ocean become this absolute powerhouse of industry? Its official name is actually Hashima, but trust me, its story is way, way bigger than its size.
Back in its prime, Gunkanjima was called Fuyajo, the city that never sleeps. And that wasn't just some catchy slogan. They meant it literally. The undersea coal mine there ran 24/7. You had workers going in 3 rotating shifts, which means the island was constantly lit up, constantly humming with life.
I mean, just look at this place. This entire concrete metropolis was built for one single reason: to support one of the most productive undersea coal mines in all of Japan. Everything you see, the apartments, the schools, the shops, it was all there to serve the mine and the thousands of workers and their families.
But here's the thing that might surprise you. Gunkanjima wasn't just some gritty industrial worksite. No way. It was also this incredible experiment in urban living, a real pioneer in modern architecture that was pushing the boundaries of what anyone thought was possible at the time.
And that brings us to a really important year, 1916. Now think about it. While most of the world was still building things out of wood and brick, something totally revolutionary was being built right here, on this tiny island.
And this was it, Building 30. This 7-story giant was Japan's very first reinforced concrete high-rise apartment building. In a country where fires and earthquakes were a constant, terrifying risk, a structure like this was a total game changer. It was basically a glimpse into the future of safe, dense city living for a nation that was modernizing at lightning speed.
But, you know, things change. The age of coal started to fade, and oil became king. In 1974, the mine closed down for good. And then, within just a few months, the entire island was completely empty. The city that never slept finally fell silent, and that's when a whole new, destructive chapter began.
You know, there's a Japanese saying that just perfectly describes what happened next. Things with form, if left neglected, will one day break. For Gunkanjima, this wasn't just some deep philosophical thought. It became its physical reality.
And here's the key thing to understand. A city made of concrete, especially one that's constantly getting battered by sea salt and typhoons, needs constant human maintenance to survive. So the moment the people left, the relentless forces of nature just started to take over. And wow, you can really see the results here. Without anyone around to do repairs, the buildings just started to crumble. Balconies fell off, walls collapsed, and nature began to literally reclaim the concrete jungle. The whole island started to decay at a pretty shocking speed.
So let's fast forward a bit into the island's modern story. Because decades after it was abandoned, Gunkanjima started on this fascinating new journey, a second life as a site of global historical importance.
As you can see, the road to becoming a UNESCO World Heritage Site wasn't a quick one. It was a journey that took nearly a decade. It all kicked off in 2006 with support from the Japanese government. But as you're about to see, it was anything but a straightforward process. And this is where things get really complicated. The island's past became a serious point of international debate. In 2015, the South Korean government actually formally opposed the UNESCO bid. And the reason why? They pointed to the island's history of forced labor, especially of Korean conscripts during the World War II, and argued that story needed to be told as part of its heritage. This turned the whole thing into a very complex diplomatic issue. So that brings us to today. Gunkanjima isn't just a ruin anymore. It stands as this powerful symbol that really forces us to confront some difficult questions. Questions about history, about memory, and about what exactly we choose to preserve. The contrast is just staggering, isn't it? On one side, you see this incredible vision of a futuristic, self-contained city. And on the other, you see the reality of its decay. It's become a physical monument to a whole era of industrialization and what happens when that era comes to an end. Now, if this is making you want to visit, you should know that you can, but there are some very strict rules. First, you can only get there on an official registered tour cruise. For your own safety and to preserve the island, you have to stay on the designated safe pathways. The buildings are incredibly fragile, so touching anything or taking anything home as a souvenir is a huge no-no. And just a practical tip, the weather out there is really unpredictable, so be prepared for tours to get canceled. So in the end, we're left with this really powerful question. A ruin like Gunkanjima is a physical thing, something concrete we can see and, well, not touch, but it's history. All the stories, the controversies, the memories, that's not physical. This island really challenges us to think about how we preserve our past, and, maybe most importantly, whose stories get told.
And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed exploring this part of Japan with us. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more travelers like you who love Japan. And here's the most important part. If you haven't already, please subscribe to New Wealth Japan and hit that notification bell. By turning on notifications, you'll be the first to know whenever we upload a new video. We post new content regularly, featuring different destinations, food experiences, and cultural insights across Japan, so you won't want to miss out. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Do you have any questions about what we covered today? Is there a specific place in Japan you'd like us to feature in an upcoming video? Maybe a particular Japanese dish you're curious about, or a cultural tradition you want to learn more about? Please share your thoughts, questions, and suggestions in the comments below. We read every single comment, and your feedback helps shape our future content. Also, if you've been to Japan before, we'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your favorite memories or travel tips with our community. Let's learn from each other. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of our New Wealth Japan family. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, safe travels, and see you in the next video. Sayonara.